Dallas, Texas has once again become the center of United States professional volleyball. 44 of the world's best players have come for Season 2 of Athletes Unlimited. On the line, a one-of-a-kind individual championship inside the ultimate team sport. A veteran group from Season 1 faces a talented crop of rookies. Does experience illuminate the path to victory, or does youthful exuberance carry the crown? Welcome back to Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. Tonight's match is presented by Aspiration, the global leader in sustainability as a service. Once again, we get ready for volleyball, this time on a Saturday night, the first of 5. Team Lowe takes on Team McClendon. Two teams at 1-1, Lowe coming off of a tough loss and McClendon coming off of their first victory on the season. Fair Park Coliseum continues to play host as we begin our first match of 2 on this Saturday night. Welcome inside again, everyone. Kevin Barnett alongside former professional player Heather Cox, and our championship chase is starting to take shape. Heather, we want to look at the top 5 and the way it is with this individual title. What are we going to see? What trends are you seeing besides a lot of one color?
Yeah, there's an awful lot of gold. 4 of the top 5 players in the leaderboard are from Team De La Cruz. Another interesting thing to note, 1 of each position is in the top 4, so anybody can be in this top leaderboard. They have proved that in that first week. And 6 of the top 10 spots are filled by rookies.
Rookies have definitely made an impact in this league in its second season. Danny Drew's one of them.
Absolutely, a double-double last night. The #1 draft pick had 14 kills and 11 digs. Incredible versatility, first on the right side, and now here on the left, gets it by 3 different defenders. And finally, she shows her versatility out of the back row attack, scoring from every area of the floor. Now Drews will go up against the #3 player on the leaderboard, Captain Karsta Lowe. Last night, 13 kills, hit 205, did a great job moving the ball around, cranking it inside the block, and then finding the open areas of the floor, really finding that middle spot on the defense. Tonight, she wants to be better on that first contact so her setter, Carly Lloyd, can get her the ball even more.
Yes.
A lefty duel on tap here in match #1. Let's have the young women from Utah, the second-generation talent, take you to get ready for first serve.
Yes, that's hand contact. You know it's going to be a good day.
Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate. Dallas, Texas is our home for 5 weeks of action. And the third night of this week, we play Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, 2 matches an evening. Team Lowe, Team McClendon, your first of 2 tonight. How does the scoring work in Athletes Unlimited Volleyball? There are 3 ways for you to score as a player in this individual title chase. You can get win points. Those are from your team, and we'll talk a lot more about that as things have gotten underway. The individual stats, 36%. Every action you have has a positive or negative. And then there's MVP, which the players vote on, and
the fans can vote as well. At the end of the game, players vote for the official MVPs. Each player casts 3 votes.
So there are ways for you to get involved, and we are involved down on the floor. We're not just in the nest. We have Key Michael on the court.
Hi, you guys. I'm so excited to be here. I can't believe it's volleyball season again. I've been waiting for this. And what's awesome is I get to be down here on the sideline with these absolute monkeys. And I'm going to be asking them questions. I'm going to be hanging out, getting you guys as close as possible to the action. So if you're at home watching and you're like, I got questions, hit me up on Instagram. Use the hashtag KeyCam or AUVV, and we'll make it happen.
You need to do that. Rarely do you have access to an Olympian. You do right now with Key Michael. All right, Team Lowe, Team McClendon, we will play 3 sets. The overall is on aggregate. Michelle Prater and Devaney McCarty will be our officials. That ball tight to begin and thrown wide. A look at our lineups for tonight. For Team McClendon, been pretty steady at the setter position, pretty steady overall with their starters.
Yeah, look for Jenna Rosenthal and Taylor Morgan to be more involved. I talked to their team facilitator, who's like a coach, Joe Trinzi, who said they were way too pin dominant in their last match, and they want to get to the middle a lot more.
Well, Well, that's the way to start right there. Natalia Valentine Anderson went to FIU back in 2010, Olympian in 2016. Husband Colt played football. She's continuing her volleyball career here. Super excited to be playing in the United States once again. She said the last time before Wednesday she played in an official match was when she played in college. Go overhead. And cover, nice job. Second swing for Drews, high hands. Oh, the one-handed stab, that ball is well set. Long rallies have been the norm. Oh, nice little inside slide chisel. How about that, Jamie Peterson? As we look at the lineup for Team Lowe, one change here, Rachel Farah gets to start.
Yeah, and the reason why is their middle blocker, Ari Zhu, actually hurt her thumb in the first match, hasn't been practicing. It is not broken, but she's not 100%, so Rachel Farah getting the call-up.
Leah Edmond rips that one on the right side. She has been an offensive bright spot for Team McClendon, and you wonder how much more we will see her getting opportunities. She's hitting .293 so far to start the season as Cassie Lichtman checks in. Played her college ball at Stanford at nearly every position. That's a nice connection to Stalzer. Lindsay Stalzer is having herself a nice offensive weekend as well for Team Lowe. Last match, 13 kills, 265, trying to provide balance to the very dominant Karsta Lowe, who leads the entire league in kills and attempts. Overhead Drews. We're seeing that lefty battle taking shape here. Into the middle, Taylor Morgan. That's a bright sign for Team McClendon.
That's exactly what Team McClendon wants to do, establish that middle, because then that opens up the pins, because what it does is it holds that middle block. You see Farah has to go up, and then she can't get to the pin if the set goes outside. The key, Kevin, to run in that middle, you have to have a good pass. That's clutch.
Bad pass here for Team Lowe. Stalzer rips it down the line. Well, she's showing some range. Lindsay Stalzer can take you line to sharp angle on the 10-foot line. Stalzer, the consummate professional, as the captain, Karsta Lowe, goes back to serve. Originally out of San Diego. What a dig. Benson. And Karsta inside of Deja McClendon.
Yeah, when you're blocking a back row attacker, you really have to wait. McClendon went up almost like Karsta was in the front row and was caught coming down on the way down, and Karsta able to use that block.
One thing to watch here for Team Lowe and Karsta in particular, the role that she plays and the load she carries. 4 of their 6 sets in this week's play have gone overtime. They have had some extra volleyball. Does that weigh on them here in the later part of this match? That was very soft.
Especially considering that it's back-to-back, and yes, that was very soft. The fact that they're playing back-to-back matches, had a late night. You just have to, I mean, these are all professional athletes and they're extraordinarily fit, but it'll be interesting to see if we go overtime in a bunch of sets tonight, how that fitness level stays.
Oh, Cass Lichtman just shook that one off to a perfect dig in the transition to McClendon. Couple of bright spots early here. Deja McClendon's output being one of them. Deja's hitting .081 coming into this match.
Yeah, she was very frustrated with the way she played in the first match. Felt better about the way she played in that second match. I think she's just getting better and better.
Farah, cross-body kill. Talked to Carly Lloyd right before this match and asked her about the middle situation with Farah, and she said, listen, Rachel came in and came right to me and said, set me.
Love it.
I want the ball. And Carly Lloyd said, oh, I love that. I love when a player does that.
Yeah, that's a setter's dream, and I love a confident middle, especially coming in off the bench for somebody that's injured. I mean, this is Rachel's time to shine.
Back row Drews. That's about as perfect a connection as you can get. So the thing is here, teams are finally settling in as you get the key cam. The discussion between Sebeldon and backup setter Tori Dilfer there on the sidelines for Team Lowe.
Facilitator Lori Corbelli told me they will use Tori Dilfer again tonight as that serving specialist, and then we'll play left back out of position, typically a setter, but she said Tori is so valuable to this team, such a good leader, we just need to get her on the court.
Yeah, I talked to some college coaches about Tori before we came here to Dallas, and the word that kept coming up was winner. She's just a winner. That proven true certainly this last year at Louisville, 33-1, as Jamie Peterson cranks that ball out of Dayton. So 2 players there in the last couple plays who are just, or the last couple discussions, who are just out of college and right into this situation.
Can you imagine just a few months ago being, you know, playing in the NCAA tournament and now being a professional athlete, getting the opportunity to play on domestic soil?
Well, and stepping in and Carly Lloyd's your setter?
Yeah. Especially if you're somebody like Tori Dilfer, who grew up idolizing Carly and is the first one to say, Carly Lloyd is the reason I play volleyball. And now your teammates, I mean.
Mind blown emoji.
Yeah, exactly. Dreams come true.
Jenna Rosenthal back to serve out of Fond du Lac, Wisconsin, no blocker. McClendon, nice dig. Leaves it for Drews, who tattoos the line. There must have been an emphasis here with Joe Trinzi to try and use that middle back attack. We've seen a lot of it early.
Absolutely. Anytime you have a hitter that's strong enough to hit out of the back row, it's just an additional weapon that the attackers and the blockers have to keep their eye on. So now not only are they watching 3, but they're watching 4 attackers and those crossing patterns.
Another deep corner serve to Peterson, who will get this one and work off the block.
One thing I'd like to see Team McClendon do a little bit more here early in this match is try to get Karsta Lowe that first ball. Anytime that they can serve her or when they're attacking, hit it in her direction, that right back or right front area. Make her get on the floor, make her grovel so she can't be as effective offensively.
I think that was an attempted pineapple there by Valentine Anderson.
Love the food. We've got the pancake, we've got the pineapple, we've got the chicken wing.
Chicken wing. Yeah, lots of food references. Ice cream, you know what the ice cream is?
I don't. Well, you get licked, right?
No. I like that though. That's
but
more
what
of a,
is it?
I thought
What's
that was
ice
more
cream?
of a Tootsie Pop thing. like there should
That's
be an
how many
owl.
times.
Yeah, there should be an owl here.
So you're leaving me hanging. What's an ice cream?
Ice cream is in warm-up where you tell your setter to leave it kind of halfway over so you can bounce it straight down and intimidate your opponent.
Ah, so you're getting intimidation points in warm-ups.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
called
junior
ice cream.
college thing for sure.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're learning. We're always learning here. Thank you, Kevin.
That ball's long. The other thing you do is when you finish your block warm-up, you take an approach and you go up and put your hand, you tuck it over the top of the antenna.
That's bragging.
Yes.
That's super bragging.
Yes.
I didn't ever do that because I didn't want to brag.
Oh.
And because I couldn't do that. I'm 5'10".
Well, and because you could touch your elbow in the antenna point. That's cool. Outside, Drews. Now into the front row. Oh, that ball inside right to the head of Edmond. Takes a straight left from Karsta Lowe.
Yeah, Karsta doing such a good job with her left wrist. Okay, watch Karsta's left arm. Here they are off a transition. It starts with the dig from Carly Lloyd, but watch the left wrist and how she just turns it at the last second, that sharp cutty to get inside the block.
10-10, set 1. Remember, there are 180 team points available in every match. You get 40 for winning each set. You get 60 for the overall victory. Jamie Peterson took one in the face in warm-ups right off the passing platform of Stalzer. Those are the worst ones.
Facial disgracial.
Yeah, about 3 feet from you and just catch you in a hurry. And that is a nice sign once again for McClendon. They're trying to get Taylor Morgan going. Taylor Morgan's had some struggles in the last match. 3 kills, 3 errors on 18.
Yeah, but already in this match, 2 kills on 2 swings. So this is a definite improvement, and certainly the strategy coming in and something they talked about earlier today in serve and pass.
Yeah, I think you have to credit Natalia Valentine Anderson on that one, as that ball is killed and gone. Let's get down to Key, who found Jenna Rosenthal's mom, who decided to skip yesterday for the stockyards, we heard.
Kevin's already talking trash in my ear about how you weren't here yesterday.
Oh, I know. We went to the rodeo.
But you know what, if you've seen one volleyball match, you've seen them all, right?
We've seen many volleyball matches over the years.
How many years have you watched Jenna playing?
Since middle school.
Yeah, See,
Yeah.
there you go. You didn't miss much.
We actually had a ticket for Jenna because I purchased them a while back. So the important person was here.
I was gonna say, I feel like there might have been some people that would have been upset if she hadn't made it to the match.
So yeah, we were disappointed we missed a good match, but
It was. And how excited are you that Jenna is playing in this league?
it's so good to see her play live sixes again and be here. I haven't seen her since she played in Stuttgart. I got to see her play, and it's been 2 years.
So you went out to Germany to see her play?
I did, just before the pandemic, fortunately, and we had a really good time. We get to travel, do a little bit, see the sights, and we went to Spain, went to Morocco. We had a good time.
Love that. I feel like a lot of professional players use that time overseas to travel and get their parents to travel and friends and family.
Oh, for
So I'm glad
sure.
that you guys did.
I don't think I would have had the opportunity to go to Europe had she not been playing there. So it was great.
But you're
It was
happy
fun.
that she's close to now.
It is. It's very nice to see her out there again. I wasn't sure I'd ever see her play sixes again, so this is a treat.
And did she always want to play pro, or was this kind of like a pipe dream and now it's happening?
It was the number one thing was to get the education, get her degree, and then when it looked like, hey, I can play pro, it was just a bonus. It was great. It was
Awesome. Well, I love that she's here, and thank you so much for being here today.
Well, thank you.
And thanks for being on the
It's a lot of
broadcast.
fun. Sure.
Back to you guys.
Bye-bye.
Mom in the building. Jenna told me before the match that there's a family road trip going on to which I am loosely attached. Said Mom, Stepdad, and her brother are all here and just doing their thing, and
Well,
they're
Dallas
having a good
is
time.
such a sports town. I mean, so cool to think in one weekend we've got the NCAA men's basketball tournament here. We've got some IndyCar racing here. We've got the rodeo, and of course we have professional volleyball in Athletes Unlimited.
Yeah, Jenna Rosenthal got her degree in civil engineering from Marquette University. And you heard a couple of times, didn't think I'd see her play sixes again. That's because Jenna's been playing twos and fours, playing grass and beach. There's a whole world of volleyball out there. She told me she's a better volleyball player now than she was when she was playing pro.
Well, that's just what I was going to say. I mean, we've seen it in Fallon, Fennoy, Moana. Anytime you can play twos, even fours, your game just gets so much better because just think about the number of touches you're having. You're just double, tripling the amount of touches that you're having every single time you're out there playing, and your ball control is getting so much better.
We'll go to the overhead cam for this point here. Watch the patterns, the reception, the block, and the hitters. Transition will go outside. Stalzer's had a nice start. That's a really physical battle out there. Stalzer taking on Drews. Both teams, strength at the pins. 16-13. Team McClendon with the early lead. We'll hear from Captain Karsta Lowe, second season in the league. She's hyper competitive. When we come back.
I learned during season 1 that I hate to lose. The last day of last year, I think I dropped from position 2 to position 5, and I was really bummed, like to be able to move that quickly in just one day after a whole season of working really hard. So I'm pretty determined to not let that happen again.
The offensive output of Karsta Lowe continues. Led the league with 230 kills last year. Leading the league this year already. Went over to the 20-point mark on our first night, had 22.
Yeah, 22 kills, and you just can see how dominant she is. And what I love about her game is not just the dominance, but the consistency. Every single match last season and every single match so far this season, she's had 10 or more kills. So if you draft Karsta Lowe, you're going to get 10 or more kills. I mean, she has just been the picture of consistency.
A little bit of work to do here for Team Lowe. Plenty of time to do it. Side out will bring you within 2. Kevin Barnett alongside former professional player Heather Cox, and Olympian Key Michael continues to wander the sidelines and find interesting people and take you inside the game as never before. Match number 1, set number 1.
Yeah, we haven't seen a whole lot of blocking so far, Kevin. Not a whole lot of defense. And for Team Lowe, they need to get their offensive numbers better. They've taken a lot of swings, but they're just not being as efficient as Team McClendon, especially out of the middle of the court.
Well, for Team McClendon, we've seen 2 aces already in this set, including this one from Drews. Working on Stalzer. Too far outside. Little backslide, that was close. Both backslides dug. That one is not returned. The back row presence of Danny Drews apparent early.
We talked about it in the open, just what a difference she can make on every area of the court. Already 4 kills, hitting 44% on 0 errors, 9 swings.
5 points, the largest lead of the set. Rosenthal nearly made it 6. Boy, back-to-back blocks. Does Rosenthal get a third? No, that one is way into the net.
That's just a roll the ball play. Shake your head. I mean, that's so uncharacteristic from Karsta Lowe. I think she just lost it, maybe up in the lights, but definitely took her eye off the ball.
9-3 run from 10-10 here for Team McClendon. And so we'll get some changes.
And this is exactly what Team Lowe did last night when things weren't going well. So the reason they're doing this is so that Karsta Lowe and Carly Lloyd can talk. This is exactly what they said they did last night. It wasn't as much about personnel as much as an opportunity to sit down and figure it out. The other fact is Tori Dilfer brings some amazing energy to the court. A little bit confused here. She's changing rotations, but she's setting. We've seen her come in as a serving specialist and saw her come in once last night in this double sub situation.
Noami Santos Lamb checks in at opposite Tori Dilfer, the aforementioned setter. Tip covered by Stalzer. Peterson back row, one-on-one touch from Rosenthal. That ball blocked straight down. Farah big at the net.
And already that double sub proving to pay off with Santos Lamb getting the block assist with Farah. Watch right here, they just team up shoulder to shoulder, hip to hip, drop their hands in.
I think that block is going to go to Noami Santos Lamb. Nice stuff from number 20 out of Carolina, Puerto Rico. This time a dig. Lamb adding some stats here. That ball will not make it over. And the double sub doing work for Team Lowe.
And you're already seeing that leadership from Tori Dilfer, not at all in over her head. I mean, just taking charge, quarterbacking this team. I love her going over on 2 on that tight ball, even though she's out of the back row. She's set below the top of the tape and is able to do that.
We haven't seen a ton of lineup changes for teams, but in night number 3, you might see more. That ball banged right through the block, a long distance delivery to the right side.
Yeah, it's interesting you talk about the substitutions, Kevin, and I talked to, excuse me, as I get a little bit choked up, I talked to Lori Corbelli before the match, and she said, you know, it's really hard because we're still getting to learn each other. We haven't gotten the timing in the middle that we want. We haven't gotten that communication down. We're hesitating on serve receive. But the crazy part is we're done after tonight. You know, we shuffle the deck, and tomorrow it's a whole new lineup, so you really have to get to know each other in a hurry.
That's right. Those facilitators move around the colors of uniform and whoever those captains happen to be. So it might be you end up with the same captain again, but odds are no. That ball too tight. 1 run deserves another. Back within 4 comes Team Lowe. Yeah, the middle struggles have been apparent for Team Lowe. They've been unable to get the ball there too much. Their combined middle numbers, 7 kills, 6 errors on 20 attempts versus Team Cruz. And Wednesday night, they had a low of 16 attempts.
And that's another reason Karsta Lowe said they liked doing that double sub, bringing Tori Dilfer, and just hoping maybe she gets a little bit more chemistry with the middle blockers.
Oh, Farah with the dig, and Noami Santos Lamb with the kill. Now within 2, this rally from Team Lowe. They might need a little Cass Lickman out there. Cass, what has happened here?
I think we're getting caught a little bit on the kind of chaotic plays. We're passing pretty well, we're starting out pretty well, and we're playing good defense, but when it gets chaotic, we're just not making clean moves. So we gotta work on that a little bit, but I feel good about where we are in the set.
Cassie, before the match, you guys talked about being a little bit too pin dominant in your previous matches, wanting to utilize the middle a little bit more. How effective do you guys think you've been so far in this set?
I think we've been okay. I think we've pushed it to the pin. I know we're trying to spread out the offense a little bit, so I think as the match goes, we'll see how it evolves, but our middles are really strong, so I think we want to keep getting them the ball.
Cass, we'll visit with you again later. Jump in there.
Thank you.
Timeout called for Team McClendon. They've given up a bunch. A run right back, and this first set remains competitive.
Hey, we play for each other here from the start. Lots of talk. Let's go. Good job. Way to wait. That's so good. Awesome job. Here we go. Hey, that's it. We're getting low and over, you guys, all the time. You have that. You have that. That's a good touch. We got to dig that. We got to dig that. Let's go. All right. Hey, we can't give them any more. All right. We're playing right now. We step up, all of us. We do our jobs a little better. Let's go.
That is into the action with guaranteed rate, Carly Lloyd. And I'm not sure, has she been doing some sewing or something? I couldn't set with those on, the little...
There's a lot happening on those fingers. I mean, she's got such beautiful hands. It's hard to believe that she can get those sets out with all that tape, but love what we saw and what we heard from Carly Lloyd there. Not just being the quarterback and the leader, we're getting a lot of that, but also some X's and O's, talking to her blockers about being low and over. But probably my favorite part in all of that was the very end when she said each one of us need to do our jobs just a little bit better.
Rachel Farrow's been doing a job here. Good serves and played defense that last one. Another tough serve and ace! Farah, the super sub here, getting her first start. And she was ready. Said, set me the ball yesterday when she got in. A difference maker right now for Team Lowe in their comeback.
And that's exactly what you want to do coming out of a timeout. And the service game hasn't been great for Team Lowe. Just their first ace compared to 3 for Team McClendon so far in this set.
First ace for Team Lowe, and there is another point. We are tied at 20. One good run deserves another. We were tied at 10-10. A 9-3 run is answered. Now, does that go down as a setting error is the question for the statistician. That could be a negative. It goes down as a positive for Team Lowe.
Well, to me, it looked like a ton of miscommunication. I mean, Leah Edmond thought she was getting one set. Natalia Valentine Anderson thought she was setting a different set. This is just a shoot, a go, and way too far outside.
Farah with another tough serve. Right over the outstretched arms of Dilfer. Blackjack here in set 1. Rosenthal back to the line. She's hitting that deep ball between Stalzer and Peterson. See if that continues. Indeed. High blast dug by Drews. What a sweet set from McClendon.
Those transition points so crucial, especially right now when you're out of system and your setter is not able to set the ball. Everybody in the gym knows the ball is going outside to Edmond, and she's still able to take a really smart swing using the outside hands of Santos Lamb.
Jenna Rosenthal at number 17 on the leaderboard.
Oh!
What happened there?
Yikes, she slipped.
I think she stepped on the one cable that is on the floor, which has to be there for the operation of the scoring pads. That thing is taped down. Oh no!
Oh, she slipped on the referee stand.
Yeah, tweaked the ankle.
Tweaked her ankle a little bit of an ankle turn there. Definitely have to keep our eye on Natalia.
Shaking off that right leg. 22 apiece off that weird play. Big jump serve here.
Well, it didn't hurt her on that set. That was a beauty of a set.
Well, I'll tell you what, Leah Edmond looks like the rookie or something. She's come back from off-season shoulder surgery with even more power. She'll be playing for the Cubs soon. Karsten to the block, covers herself. Stalzer keeps it alive, but it's too far away.
Oh, and Karsten looked like she slipped on that play as well. She's wiping her feet now, trying to get the soles of her shoes dried off and wiping up the floor, making sure there's no moisture there.
Set point. Natalia Valentine Anderson and Team McClendon. Looked like they were going to take it easily. They have withstood the rally from Lowe, and they have their first opportunity to close it out and earn 40 team points. Passing just not working for Team Lowe. Outside, Edmond. Did she get a touch? Nothing called. McClendon will get a second chance to close it out here after a challenge. Captain's challenge, 2 per set per team. I'd imagine you're looking for a touch.
I would think so, yeah. A touch at the net. First challenge of the evening. So far, captains haven't been too successful on the challenges, but it's wonderful that they're in place because it's just always nice to have that slow motion in your back pocket when you need it.
Devaney McCarty on the replay, and there's
yeah,
no question.
Not
there.
even close.
No. It's more like a timeout. Yeah, Devaney took one look, and she is done. That ball is out and not touched. So Team Lowe is back within 1. 2 captain's challenges per set, and 2 per team. Use it or lose it. You can't keep them. As you saw there, net touch or block touch. Ball in or out, and all manner of line faults. Second set point, McClendon.
Oh, ouch. 40 points on the line. That is not the time you want to miss a serve.
25-23, Team McClendon goes plus 40, but they're only up 2, so all those points earned in the comeback could be critical. If you weren't playing volleyball, what sport would you be playing? Another AU? We'll ask some of these women next.
If I were to play another AU sport, I wasn't great at softball. I was pretty good at basketball, but I would like to dabble in lacrosse, see how I would do. Lacrosse. It seems like such a fun, fast-paced game.
It's just so fast-paced. I wish I could run like them. I can't.
I would probably choose basketball. I suck at basketball, but I would love to learn how to play.
I'm kind of like built like a basketball player, at least that's what people tell me.
I played basketball in high school. It's been a while, but I'd like to think I could still shoot and like maybe play a game of horse.
I would love to play softball if I could.
I feel like I'd make a good first baseman since I'm tall.
I would probably choose softball because I could take some tips from my husband. We met in college at KU. He plays baseball.
I would choose softball because they just have the best time in the world, you know?
I love softball!
Fans, the question for you is, what sport would you play? You can be a fan of all of them if you join the Unlimited Club. Keep connected with the Athletes Unlimited brand all year long. 4 membership levels to choose from, starting at free. Something for everybody. Go join right now. Be part of the early bird special. You get 20% off the new merch. And at any paid tier membership, that will happen for you. Sign up today by downloading the Athletes Unlimited app, available to Google Play and Apple App Stores, or go to auprosports.com for more. Heather?
Basketball.
No. Okay.
But if it's not an Athletes Unlimited sport and it's not a sport I've ever played,
yeah,
I've always had this dream of being an Olympic bobsledder.
Oh.
I've done the bobsled run in Park City a couple times, and I love it.
How's your 40-yard dash?
It would need a little work. Need a little work.
Needs work. All right.
Need to lift a little bit more, get some squats in. How about you?
Me, I always wanted to play lacrosse. I was slated to play basketball last year at college, but I always wanted to play lacrosse.
Okay.
It's a nice blend of soccer and hitting. I missed hitting from football.
And it's a sport that's really growing. I mean, it's just taken off like crazy.
Super fun. All right, stats here. What's jumping out at you?
Well, the reason that McClendon won, defense, and I mean, it sounds so silly, but 16 kills, 17 digs, great transition game. Defense to offense was clutch, and also those 3 service aces. Team Lowe needs to get its captain involved. Karsta Lowe, just 2 kills in that set. They got 3 blocks, but they were outplayed in every other category.
Team Lowe goes with Naomi Santos Lamb. They thought they were going with Naomi Santos Lamb for the first serve. That little rotation question. Jamie Peterson will get us underway. Team McClendon comes in hitting 260 and 210 for Team Lowe.
Jamie Peterson has been a bright spot for Team Lowe. 4 kills in that first set.
They need just a little bit more. That's kind of been the story for Team Lowe. They've been so close in all these sets. That tip is pancaked. Block is covered. Boy, big joust at the net. Thrown down is Liana Sabelden. And then the ball.
Taylor Morgan just not giving up. That's the first time we've seen her blocked in this match, but great cover and great persistence. I mean, watch this battle in the middle of the court. It starts with Morgan and just the full shove down and then finishing it off.
Taylor Morgan off to a nice quick start. So we had another pancake there. And those that don't know what the pineapple is, the pineapple is the setter dump put to the deep corner. I think Lloyd Ball just invented that out of whole cloth. I think he made that up so much that he named it his club after it that he runs now. He named his whole team that he played on semi-professionally for a while.
Yeah, because I can't think of a reason why that would be called the pineapple. It doesn't even look like a pineapple when your hand's in that position.
No.
But
I mean, there's a jumbo shrimp on the beach,
and that one makes sense, but it's the right shape for that.
Right, it's a big looping
It's a big loopy
shot.
thing, yeah.
Right. Oh, what a dig by Cass Lickman. Another one to Drews. An extended rally continues again. Inside slide, looking for the deep corner. Karstelow. Karsta's breathing heavy again after that one.
She's looking beat. These long rallies are really wearing on these players.
How about this? You can stream us live when you're traveling. Yes, you can still do it. Emily Amon. Hey, Em. Missing you here. She's at 30,000 feet enjoying the match.
Love it. That's a fan right there.
Taylor Morgan finding all the right spots.
Yeah, McClendon just showing way more offensive balance right now, and that's a product of the great passing, really allowing all areas of the court to be set from pin to pin and the back row, making it really hard for Team Lowe to block.
Sometimes you identify a weakness, you go right at it. The old isolate and destroy, that was Jay Ring's theory back on the national team. Jason Ring, one-time Hawaii star and longtime professional player. 5 of 7 for Taylor Morgan. You were having trouble setting her, set her more. Get her rolling. Stalls her, chisels the edge. Our Geico leaderboard is updating live, so you'll watch people climb. Danny Drew's already up. She's in top 10 before. Now she's up to second, right above Karstelow. We've talked about how important those team points are coming into the match tonight. We showed you that leaderboard on the way in. Lauren Stivrins had an advantage of 2 points over Karstelow. And if you remember back last night, a huge comeback by Team Lowe to win the last set. They lost the overall, but they won that last set, got 40 points. It's an 80-point swing. So what is a 2-point lead for Stivrins would have been an 82-point lead. You have to get those team wins.
And that just makes you realize that you have to play every single point. I mean, you can never give up, and you're never out of it. You know, and it's been really fun, too, to watch and see the stat leaders versus the leaderboard leaders. And obviously, they coincide, but the stat leaders have really stood out to me. Like players like Karstelow is #1 in the stat rankings. Ari Cruz #2, Carly Lloyd 3, Danny Drews 4, Amanda Benson 5. So they're the ones that are performing on the court and earning those points with their actions. The ones that are on the top of the leaderboard are doing that, plus winning their sets and their matches.
That was one of the craziest sets you'll ever see, a bump set to the outside with pace. Noma, nice dig. Geico Defensive Player of the Year can't get that second one. Farah has been a revelation in the middle for the women in blue.
Farah is moving up on the draft board as we speak. Every time she's in here tonight, just making an impact. Other players are watching, and she's going to draft high tomorrow, I predict.
We will have 20 unique teams throughout the season. This is just the first 4. Draft coming tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. And why is everything got to be in Eastern time? Okay, New York and Washington, we get it. You're the center of the universe. I get it. Fine. Fine. It's going to be 10 a.m. Pacific time on
11
Sunday.
11 a.m. Mountain.
Yeah, okay. For you in Boise, fine. You can watch the draft on AU Pro Sports YouTube and Facebook channels. Key Michael will be hosting, and we will shuffle up and deal a second week of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. We played Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday nights next week here in Dallas. Touch call. You can watch that draft. There it is. Athletes Unlimited Facebook and YouTube pages. You definitely want to be a part of that weekly draft hosted by Key. You can tweet at Key during it. You'll find out who lands on what team and what jersey color, and you can start to follow the story of who's rising, who's falling, what positions are gaining or losing importance.
Top 4 players in the leaderboard will be the captains, making that draft, choosing their other 10 players for their team. 44 players, 4 teams of 11.
That ball is just a bit outside.
Just a bit outside. We've seen 2 whiffs now by Karsta Lowe, which is really interesting to me. We saw, you know, one that she lost in the light, now that one. Karsta before the match was talking about the importance of really being able to focus when you're on the court. You know, there's a lot on her shoulders as the captain and as the leading point getter. I mean, there is a ton of offense that her team's relying on her for. I think she's got a lot on her plate, and she's done a very admirable job carrying a very heavy load.
She had 95 attempts coming into tonight, so you have to wonder how much fatigue will set in. Oh, an absolute wall put up.
Just one day, I'd love to feel what it's like to be 6'5" like Jenna Rosenthal and be able to penetrate and just drop in like she does when she's blocking out of the middle.
I look forward to the feature of you in platform heels. Very, very tall. Those have to be
Falling
6-inch
over.
platforms. Yeah. more of like stilts.
Exactly, that would help.
Another dig from Noma. How about that move off the net, too? Lee Edmond, will she get the block? No, Noma almost gets another dig. Farah with a kill.
Rachel Farah out of Colorado, a recent graduate, just first-year rookie, not even starting in the first match, coming in the middle of the second match and just taking advantage of this opportunity.
2 kills, 3 blocks, 2 aces for Farah. Tip, Farah with the defense. Oh, there's one for the setter. Every setter has just a shoulder that has stored up power in it.
Absolutely. And the team gets so fired up. Anytime the setter can get a kill off of a swing, just fires up everybody on the bench.
Yeah, it's like they held the A button for 10 seconds and you just saw the shoulder glowing. They're ready to crank that
Super
thing.
powered.
Back row thrown right to McClendon. And an overcall there. If you tweet at us, you might get your special request granted. Hannah Morrison said, we want to hear from Tori Dilfer, and look who's in the chair chat right now. It's Tori Dilfer. Hey, you got any key to rally in that first set, Tori? What are you bringing to the court when you jump on in the middle of a set?
Honestly, just trying to stay calm, bring some energy, and I don't know, do my job, make everybody around me better, just by being simple, doing my job, and yeah, try to rally a little bit.
Tori, in December, we saw you dominating in NCAA volleyball, leading Louisville to the national semifinal. Now you're a professional volleyball player. I mean, in just a few short months, what's the biggest difference for you so far between the collegiate game and the professional game?
I think I'm seeing the professional game from a different, like my first experience is different. You know, we're switching around players every week, and so I'm getting to play with so many different people. You know, you're not in the gym with the same people every day for however many years you're in school, and so the biggest difference I think is just you make adjustments quicker, and you got to be more adaptable.
When did the dream and the thought of playing as a professional volleyball player take hold for you?
Around the time I transferred to Louisville, I think I just knew I wanted to play high-level volleyball. I loved being in the gym with Danny and the rest of the coaching staff at Louisville and my teammates, and so it really kind of lit a fire under me, and I realized I wanted to play as long as I can, play at the highest level, and try to reach my full potential.
And Tori, you have talked about the fact that Carly Lloyd has been an idol of yours. In fact, one of the reasons that you play volleyball. And can you believe the first draft, you get drafted on Carly's team? What has that experience been like?
Honestly, it's surreal. It's so cool. I look up to her even more now that I've gotten to be in the gym with her, and not just as a player, but as a person. I think she's an incredible leader on and off the court. She's so confident in who she is, and she makes other people around her feel confident. So I could not feel more just lucky and happy to be on her team this first week. When it happened in the draft, I realized I was going to be going to blue team. I was like, sweet, like this is awesome. I get to play with a couple Olympians and learn from Carly and just compete.
All right, we're throwing up a picture of you and your parents here. What does your dad know or not know about volleyball? Or what does he think he knows?
Oh, gosh. He thinks he could be a coach. I love you, Dad, but you're a great football coach. I just don't know if you're going to make it in the volleyball world.
Very good, Tori. Thank you for the time. We'll talk to you again.
All right.
Good
Thanks,
luck.
guys.
Right on 10-10 here in set 2. Tori Dilfer checking out. Dad Trent Dilfer, of course, Super Bowl champion. And comes to events sometimes without tickets, but that can get solved if you're Heather Cox. But he's now head coach at Lipscomb University, or Lipscomb Academy, pardon me, in Nashville, the high school, and building that football program there.
And if you weren't around the first night to hear the Trent Dilfer story, I was doing a college football game at Fresno State. He, of course, basically built the house that Fresno State plays in. He came and found me out by the TV trucks and said, hey, Heather, can you help me with a pass? I can't get into the game. Now, come on. You've won a Super Bowl, 14 years in the NFL. You'd think you could get into Fresno State football.
You got him in.
I did.
And he texted us after that match and said, absolutely, I remember that happening. Heather's dead on. That ball finds the floor.
I was just in shock. I'm like, sure, Trent, I'll help you out, but I am in shock that you can't just strut in here.
Danny Drews continues to pile up the points with that play.
One of the nicest families around, by the way. The Dilfer family is pretty incredible.
Younger sister just transferred to set at Liberty. Stalzer blasting through. Boy, Lindsay Stalzer, I think she's added some consistency this season. She's really got her contact point high most of the time.
She's just got a beautiful arm swing, great approach. I mean, if you're a young volleyball player and you want to learn how to approach correctly, watch Lindsay Stalzer.
Tough ace right there.
Maybe watch her serve, too.
Well, that thing had everything on it. A little bit of a tail away. It's a great look at it.
Watch how much movement coming at you. Try to get your body around it. And that's exactly what you want to do. I like that Lichtman gave it up for her libero. I mean, that is her job, but it's just so hard when you haven't played together for more than a week to have that communication and serve-receive.
Rosenthal misses there, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point lead. In this set that has been so close, 3 ties and 2 lead changes up until this little run for Team Lowe. Overall score tied 37-37. Don't forget, that's our aggregate score. That determines the overall victory. Right back to Rosenthal, dug by Lowe. And transition by Santos Lam. Not many changes seen by a lot of teams, but Team Lowe has added 2 players who are making a difference.
And give a lot of credit to Karsta Lowe, Carly Lloyd, and Lori Corbelli for making those strategic changes.
They have made the changes, and the benefits are showing on the scoreboard. 15-12 in the second set, and they're leading in the overall 38-37. Pancakes for dinner here in Dallas. For every ace during this year's Athletes Unlimited volleyball season, Aspiration is planting 10 trees. Heading into tonight, that's already 300 trees that have committed to going in the ground, thanks to Aspiration's support. Aspiration aces throughout the season here with Athletes Unlimited. We've been adding to the total tonight. Danny Drews has been doing work.
Yeah, 6 aces already tonight. That's 60 trees, 3 for Team Lowe, 3 for Team McClendon, including 1 from Cassidy Lichtman.
Cassidy Lichtman, defensive support for Team McClendon right now. Still looking for her first kill this year.
Yeah, she's just basically been a back row specialist. Has done an amazing job. Her ball control and her leadership is incredible. Spent about 5 years on the U.S. national team. I mean, she knows how to get it done.
Thank you to our official partner, Geico, for their support of the league. Team Lowe up 38-37. 15-12 here in the second. They lost the first set 25-23. Had a big comeback, just didn't quite get there. Santos Slam blocked. That's Rosenthal right next to Valentine Anderson.
Here you see Carly calling that one. That's the quick attack from the middle. So watch Farah now. She's standing behind Lloyd, but she'll come in front of Lloyd, in front of the setter. Right here is about right where you want to hit that one attack. Quick tempo in front of the setter on a good pass. Here it comes.
Overhead and dug down the line by Noma. That ball miscontacted. The run for Team Lowe continues. 6-1. And Farah, who's already been putting aces up and trees in the ground. Ooh, that's a bullet. And then a nice connection, continuing to work that.
Yeah, great ball control by Team McClendon, and it's allowing them to really utilize Jenna Rosenthal. We've seen her go on that slide behind the setter so much in this match. So effective, so much harder to block, I think, than a one.
One in front of the setter, back slide, well behind. Another long distance set, and another dig from McClendon. Oh, straight down. I think that was a left-handed Lloyd.
That was so great. Lloyd went to go flex and was like, wait a minute, did they get that up? And then did the double flex once she realized they got the point.
Yeah, a little scramble play there. Lloyd on the right.
I'll tell you what, if I've got arms like Lloyd, I'm going to flex as much as I can. Anytime I get a block, I'm flexing.
Well, we got to get you in there. We got to shoot it over to Dallas Fit. Noma with another dig. She has her helmet on tonight. Danny, chip shot. No chip shot out there from Santos Lam. Carstolo goes high hands.
Boy,
and out the end.
Beautiful setting by Carly Lloyd. I mean, she's just toying with him, going left, going right, going middle, doing a great job being versatile so that Team McClendon's block can't key in on any one hitter.
18-14. Team Lowe this time has opened up a lead mid-set. Coming up, we'll have some kids. There's Jamie Peterson's fiance.
I'm playing for 1% for the planet this season, again, because I feel very strongly about protecting the planet. And 1% is doing a great job of bringing together businesses and nonprofit organizations to support people and protect the planet.
Lindsay Stalder is putting it together for Team Lowe right now. Learn more about the causes for AU Pro Sports for every athlete over at auprosports.com. Every athlete plays for a cause throughout the AU brand in every single sport. And at the end of the season, Give Lively Foundation makes a grant equal to 50% of that athlete's end of season bonus to their nonprofit partner. That number north of 150 grand every single season. It's a big deal. Let's get on to Key Michael. I believe Team Peterson is with Key.
I found some friends. This is Zach and Carter, Jamie's little boy. Have you been having fun here in Dallas?
You having fun? Yeah?
I see you got your cowboy hat on.
What have we been doing?
We've been playing on the trampoline.
You have, and have you been watching Mom play volleyball?
Have we been watching Mom play volleyball? Sure have.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about you. You and Jamie, how did you guys meet? I need all of the love stories.
So we met in high school and kind of went back and forth. And it wasn't until just the past year that we kind of solidified our relationship. And then it's kind of been a little bit of a journey since then. We got engaged January 8th, and here we are now.
Congratulations.
So,
I'm so happy that you're here. What's it been like being in Dallas, in the hotel with the team, with all the players and everything?
So I'm an Ohio boy, so I really don't get out much. And being down here, wow, crazy.
Yeah?
The city, I'm not really much of a city guy, but just exploring and seeing everything and walking around with him, it's been pretty cool. So.
And seeing the inside of a professional volleyball
Oh
world.
my gosh,
Is
yeah.
Jamie loving it? Tell me.
She's absolutely loving it. This has been a dream of hers. And to see that dream play out for her is just huge.
Well, I'm so happy that you guys are here. Happy she's here. She's doing great. And are we going to see you again next time? You want to say bye to everyone at home?
Say bye.
Bye.
Say hi, Mamo.
Hi, Mamo.
Hi, Mamo.
So sweet.
Thanks, Carter.
Zach with a little bit of an extra smile on his face, I'm guessing by that shirt, that he's a Tar Heel fan. Big win for North Carolina in overtime over the #1 defending champ Baylor. Bears.
To your point about what a sports weekend.
Yeah. And they were playing in Dallas, if I'm not mistaken, or in Fort Worth. I think that region's in Fort Worth, if I'm not mistaken. Right down the road.
I was thinking about the IndyCar race. Santos Lamb, another big rip from the jump serve. Good to see her get some time, and that one is tattooed by Edmond. That is the fastest paced rally we've had in a while there. From the serve to the attack.
And you see that tape on her right shoulder. Hard to believe she's coming off of off-season shoulder surgery, but said she is as sort of powerful in that shoulder as she's been in years.
8 for 18 right now. Another tough serve. McClendon's really cranked up the service pressure. But Team Lowe is weathering so far, 21-17, trying to hang on to that lead that they've built mid-set. The key cam right down there in the box with the reserves.
And Ariju in with that injured right wrist. You see it taped up there with the black tape on her right hand. She hurt that thumb in the first match. Hasn't played much since.
Now she's got to try and
Just
set.
set with that hurt thumb.
Yeah,
That's got to hurt.
That was a nice play. Paintbrush, another pancake. McClendon with the tip, popped up. Carly Lloyd, what an athletic play. Heather, after that, I think you have to work on both the arms and the core if you're going to really get to the Carly Lloyd
Yeah,
type
I just
level.
need the whole program from day one.
Another right side kill, this time from Danny Drews for Team McClendon. Farrow dug. Morgan steps in and sets a beauty. Out to Drews, who picks up another kill.
There's that versatility we've been talking about that time. Danny Drews on the opposite or the right side of the court. As a lefty, this is a natural position because watch as she gets her left arm into the air. She opens her body up into the court, which allows her to see the court. That's why you don't often see lefties on the left side of the court, because when you open up, you turn your back to the court. But she's figured out how to make a living doing that.
Oh, making a defensive move there as well. McClendon can't score it. How about Lowe? Nope. That tip will find the ground. Really like the bump set from Lichtman.
Lichtman is just so solid. I mean, she's one of those players that just betters every ball. You're better when Cassidy Lichtman is on the court. McClendon does a nice job seeing the open area in the middle. That should be the block's ball.
So the comeback again in this set, the same as the first set, but in reverse fashion. It's McClendon with the comeback. What does Team Lowe need to do to shut down this comeback?
Well, I think there's a couple things. If you can serve tougher and get more players involved. Right now, it's been Lindsay Stalzer. I think, you know, the majority of the time they're weighing heavily on Stalzer, and I think if we could get Karsta Lowe a little bit more involved and get those middles involved, it'll be interesting to see if Farah goes back onto the court or if they continue to use Zhu.
Here's our Crow's Nest courtside, where we will be spending the next few weeks. Kevin Barnett alongside Heather Cox, and we've enjoyed the start of the season. I hope you have. What have we learned so far? What have you learned about the league or about specific teams or players?
Well, I think the depth in the league has been so impressive. I mean, 1 through 44, these are professional. These are the best players in the world having a chance to play here domestically. And I've also learned that with the leaderboard, every position has an opportunity. There was some talk with the point system that maybe some positions wouldn't have as much of an opportunity to excel and get in that top 10, but we've seen all positions in all 4 of the top 4 spots of the leaderboard. And also the rookies are crushing it.
They are.
6 of the top 10 are rookies.
Here's your surprises.
A couple of my surprises. So we're going to see Fallon in the next match. Fallon Fanomoana, the 22nd draft pick, was a steal. I predict she will go higher tomorrow. 3.5 kills per game, 3.5 digs per game. And then look at Amanda Benson providing and proving how valuable a good libero is. Picked 18th, is 10th on the leaderboard with 6 digs per game. And of course, Danny Drews, she went number 1, is currently 8th on the leaderboard. But what I think is really important is she's 4th overall in individual stats. So her team hasn't been winning as much, so she's not getting those extra points for team success, but she is crushing it on individual stats, averaging 4 kills per game and 3 digs per game.
You've already seen what an important role she's played in the comeback right now for the women in purple, Team McClendon. Look at 2 of the youngsters who have joined the league. Straight out of college, Danny Drews came from 2 months over in Poland, and Rachel Farah coming right out of Colorado. Fans, listen, you can join the league too in a special way. You can earn points for watching today's broadcast by getting the Athletes Unlimited mobile app and joining the Unlimited Club, and put in Unlimited Club codes. Take out your phone, enter the code on the screen, and you can earn Athletes Unlimited app points. Available in the Apple app or Google Play Store. Start earning points and unlock exclusive rewards. Stay in the know about Athletes Unlimited. You get draft points too, so tune in with Key Michael, 10 a.m. Pacific time tomorrow.
That's exactly what I asked for. A little bit more middle attack from Team Lowe. Great set by Carly Lloyd, and it all starts with the good pass.
It's nice that you and Carly have the telepathy going.
Oh, we've been working on it. I don't think she needs to read my mind. She's got it all under control.
Deep serve, fought off by McClendon. Thrown to Drews. Santos Lamb, nice dig. Stuff block, nobody there to swing at it from her knee, stalls her. No dig to be had that time by number 20.
So deflating after the incredible cover by Amanda Benson. I was just telling you how much of a value she's been in that libero position. She kept the ball alive, but they weren't able to finish it. Big swing by Drews, and just not able to get the dig in the right corner.
Lowe with the winner.
And Lowe's starting to heat up a little bit here. Karsta Lowe now with 6 kills on 19 swings.
We are tied at 46 all. Remember that win, just 25-23 for McClendon in set 1. So much left to be determined. This set and then another 100 points in the third. So if we go side out to the end, we are going to enter tied.
And maybe, just maybe, the golden set.
Well, it negates the golden set. If I'm doing that correctly. Because you have to win by 2. So we need a split.
I'm picking up what you're laying down.
Yeah.
It took me a minute.
Yeah, I wanted to be happy for a moment. Now I'm sad again. We will get a golden set this
Hope
year. That's my
springs eternal.
prediction.
We will get it. We'll get Karch back for it too, since he wants.
He'll fly out if it happens.
He wants to see one so much.
Yeah.
Karch Garay, the head coach for the U.S. Olympic team and national team, in the house on Wednesday for opening night.
Chisel there. Team McClendon ties it at 23. Looking like a potential overtime set once again for Team Lowe. It's a strong front row. Team McClendon. You have the front row setter, but I like the combination of the backslide and then Edmond and her power on the left.
Yeah, I think Carly's going to go outside, though, go to the shortest blocker. She didn't listen to me that time.
Didn't matter. Termination from number 25. Set point for Team Lowe.
And this has been a good point scoring rotation for Team Lowe with Fair at the service line. Big block up front line.
Rosenthal with a little extra mustard on the dog. Or the brat, as it would be for a Wisconsinite.
No shocker here, we're going extra innings.
Decent pass, overhead to Lowe, long ways, and the block for Edmond. They take the advantage back. Team McClendon will have a set point. But not before a timeout is called by Team Lowe.
Leah Edmond fired up with that great stuff block, putting them in perfect position. Now it's all about the defensive game. That serve, it's got to be tough to really be able to create some opportunities for your block.
Remember that every ace plants 10 trees. The Aspiration Aces program.
So many players in this current day and age using that jump float or the hybrid. We've seen one player with that top spin jumper, and that's Betty De La Cruz. Tonight has been some tough serving. Are we at 7 aces total?
Yep, 70 more trees. So we're at 370 total, thanks to Aspiration and their support of Athletes Unlimited. And the Planet, too.
It's a win-win.
Total points, Team McClendon here looking at a little bit of an advantage. They can take this one. They will carry a 4-point lead into that third set in the overalls. Look at our Geico leaderboard. But Dani De La Cruz still at the top and has not played yet.
Drew's doing everything she can to take over that spot. And of course, the extra 40 points for winning this set would certainly come in handy to move up the leaderboard quickly. For Nomowana, we talked about the success she's had, 24th with 283 points. She'll play later and will most undoubtedly move up.
Well, I've seen some big movers here early in the season. As Danny Drew's moved up 25 spots with her performance on Friday night. We're not going to see quite so many big moves like that, but Dani De La Cruz still at 572. By virtue of her team being 2-0, they're looking for a 3-0 weekend when they play against Team Ari Cruz. So it's Cruz and De La Cruz coming up.
Just to mess us up. You were talking about Danny Drews and how she moved up that leaderboard. What an amazing story to think she was playing for Utah, then goes to play professionally in Poland, is over there for 2 months, is just about getting the swing of things, living on her own, getting used to the country, getting used to her teammates, and being a professional player for the first time. And then due to political unrest, decided that the best choice for her and her family and her safety was to come back to the United States. So flew from Poland to Dallas, arrives in Dallas the night before the first scrimmage, passes her physical the next morning, meeting all these players for the very first time, and then goes out and crushes it in those 2 scrimmages, so much so that she's drafted #1 overall in the Athletes Unlimited first draft.
Delivering right now 10 kills, hitting 300, and has her team on the precipice of a second set victory. First set point, Rosenthal at the line. Bad pass down, picked up by the middle. And put away by Taylor Morgan. 26-24. McClendon completes the comeback. They take the second set. They've already put on the board 80 team points.
And what great momentum they have going into that third set, hoping for the sweep and the 60 extra points for the match. Where's the block on the Carly Lloyd dump? We'll be back for set 3.
Tonight's match is presented by Aspiration, the global leader in sustainability as a service. Beautiful look at Dallas, Texas, where Team McClendon takes a 51-47 lead into the third set, and already 80 team points. But a lot to be decided here. 60 for the overall and 40 for the next set with Team Lowe. Let's break down Rachel Farah.
Well, she has come in and taken advantage of not starting and getting replaced and getting to come in and make a difference. Great cross-body one attack. She's got 3 kills on just 8 swings. Here she is with a block, 3 blocks on the night. I'd like to see her get even more action in the middle. Now for Team McClendon, it has been Morgan who has been huge. Taylor Morgan, 6 kills, and it starts here with a crossbody crank. That quick set, just catching the low block off guard. And then Leah Edmonds pounding line. The 2 have combined for 16 kills, 6 for Morgan and 10 for Edmonds. Great balance by Team Purple.
Coming in, Team McClendon, the bright spot was the 293 of Leah Edmond. She's continued that, and they've leaned into that possibility. They also leaned into something that wasn't working in the middle with Taylor Morgan, and that's also paid dividends. So Team McClendon getting kind of the best of both worlds in this match. What you weren't working on, or what you didn't need to work on, works, and what you worked on is working.
Yeah, that's a win-win, and good scouting by Joe Trinzi, their facilitator, and better passing too certainly helps Kevin.
Fans, you want to join us here at Fair Park Coliseum. Watch the action in person. See these professional athletes do what they do. Tickets are still available, including 3- and 5-game flex plans. You can go to auprosports.com/tickets and get in stadium today. We'll be here for the next 4 weeks. Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. Get your dance on.
Look at the face. The woman to her right, I love the girl dancing, and then the expression of the woman to her right was priceless. Just the, like the eye roll, like so much energy.
Kevin Barnett alongside Heather Cox and Olivia Key-Michael down, wandering the sidelines. I'm not sure where she is. I'm still looking for the flag.
Oh, there I see her waving.
Yeah.
Okay, Key.
I think we should put an air tag on her. That ball killed by Karstelo to open this third set. Third set in which Team Lowe not only needs the set, but they need some positive points if they're going to get into the overall picture.
Yeah, it's got to be dominant. Karstelo is doing everything she can to make that happen. Started a little bit slow, but now 9 kills for the team captain.
And a nice start for Team McClendon, who, while they did take the victory last night, they did not earn a ton of points, just 100 points. 2 players there. Edmond blasting again. She's taking no prisoners.
And I love it that they both went for it, because when you've only been practicing with your team for a week, that's where the communication has been a problem, and you hesitate. So instead of hesitating, if you don't know if your teammate's going for it, you just have to go for it. 2 is better than none, right, Kev?
Absolutely. I like the best offense is better than the best defense, I think. I like hitters who challenge the offense and the defense. I'm going to hit it so hard into a spot where it's not coming back no matter what you do.
Yep. I don't care how good you are. Key for that, you got to hit it up the floor.
Mostly that. Noma sacrifices her body for the perfect pass, and a facial delivered. That might be a microdermabrasion for Karstelo.
Look at you plugged in. I think it actually may have hit her a little bit lower on the chest. Oh, right under the chin and the neck area. That just doesn't feel good.
I think we'll get a good look at it here.
This is where Carly Lloyd needs to turn around and go, sorry, partner.
Good pass. Backslide. Middle dug by middle. Rosenthal says she didn't touch it.
I thought I saw a touch.
Morgan again. This one just wide.
Great communication that time by Carly Lloyd. She turned around to help her teammates out. She turned right and faced Jamie Peterson and said, out, let that go. Because when you're standing there waiting for the ball, you have no idea how close you are to the end line.
Taylor Morgan is both dancing and pitching for a review at the same time. She thought that ball got dug in. So a captain's challenge issued. I'm not sure if it was just the speech or also the dancing and the gymnastics put on by Taylor Morgan. What a job defensively, though. You love it when your middles play defense.
So Carly Lloyd's yelling, out, let it go to Peterson. Ooh. Wow, that's a tough call.
If it's the Hawkeye in the Olympic Games, that ball's in. I'll tell you right now. The compression would have it in. That is about as close as I think we can come here to undecided. Heather?
Let's get another angle
I'm going.
here.
I'm going without.
You're going without?
Yeah. Early, so I can't be accused of cheating.
I think the original call has to stand when you can't tell. Boy, it's hard to tell. Like with the compression, it looks into me.
Devaney McCarty. Tough decision for her.
Yeah, I sort of
R2.
think it's in.
And that'll be plus 12 for Heather.
Woo woo! That was a tough one.
We are going to reverse the call, and that will be determined to be in. Taylor Morgan's going to get the dig kill. And another serve.
Good for her for, she had a perfect view of it and letting her team know that that one needed to be reviewed.
A little shout out to Matt and Jennifer, mom and dad. That ball into the antenna. Another point for Team McClendon, 4-2 to open this set. If you were with us earlier, you heard Team Lowe talk about dropping down the leaderboard on that last weekend. It could happen now. If you suffer a sweep, which Lowe narrowly avoided last night, you will find yourself way down the board.
Yeah, it doesn't matter how good you play if you're not getting those team win points.
Overpass. Good night. Jenna Rosenthal.
Of course, it doesn't matter how good you play as an individual effort. If your team isn't successful, that's going to hurt you.
Our overhead cam. Miss serve. All right, Key. Our only returning facilitator is Joe Trinzi, and he brought the family.
Yes, I'm here with Erin and daughter Riley, who's just headed that way because she didn't want me on camera. She was camera shy. But what's it been like this season versus last season?
Yeah, it's been such a fun experience. This season is really fun to see people coming and getting to enjoy the great competition that we have going on. Last year was a little more quiet, but it was still really fun. And I was a player. Sorry, that was a crazy touch right there. I was a player, and it's really just fun to see this level of competition in the United States.
I totally agree with you, and I'm so glad that Joe is back because I feel like he's one of the most knowledgeable volleyball coaches I've ever seen. I know he's a stats man at heart. Does he bring that home? Do you guys talk about volleyball?
We talk about volleyball a lot.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy it, and it's really lovely to be married to someone who has such a great passion for what they do.
Yeah, absolutely. And last year I remember we would run into each other when you would go for walks, because that's all we were allowed to do last year was kind of walk around the block. Have you guys been able to see Dallas, get out and do some other things this year?
Yeah, we have. We visited the Dallas Zoo, and we've done a couple other things, and we have family visiting, so that's really nice. Last year we made do with what we could, and there were some other kids to play around with and come to practice and things like that, but yeah, we're getting out a lot more.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being on the broadcast, and thanks for being back.
Thanks, Steve.
Everybody's enjoying the community this year. Team Lowe is not enjoying this third set. A 6-1 run. Team McClendon grasping control. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball on Fox Sports is sponsored by Guaranteed Rate.
That was great for me. I really don't expect that.
Congratulations, Noma.
That was something that I need in that moment, that I need to believe more in myself, and that gives me you can do this, Noma. You are part of this, and you can be more of what you think.
And Noma, what an outstanding year last year. The Geiger Defensive Player of the Year award came with a $5,000 prize. I said, Noma, did you treat yourself? And she said, yeah, I did, but mostly I just paid some bills and went on.
Good for her, and I love the confidence that she said that it gave her, and I think she's carried that confidence straight into this season because she has been such a valuable member of Team McClendon, really keeping rallies alive with her tremendous defense.
Well, yeah,
there she goes.
There she goes. And she has some bills to pay. She's in law school. Still has 2 more years to go in that program. A little faster to the outside. Good touch again, Rosenthal. And in return, the run continues, a 7-1 run.
Well, Team McClendon told me before this match that it was a priority to get the ball to the middle. They couldn't be too pin dependent, meaning setting the ball from antenna to antenna. And Jen and Rosenthal and Taylor Morgan listened to the scouting report, and I love how much they're running Jen and Rosenthal on the slide.
We had 10 sweeps last year. We haven't had one yet this year, but this is looking increasingly like the most possible. 9-3. Danny Drews has been tough from the service line all night. Farah missed. She cuffed that one. 10-3. Now you're
just feeling it.
Do you burn your second timeout?
I give it one more. Well,
Okay.
Interesting. Look at instead of a timeout, they're bringing in the double sub. I like this. Every time Tori Dilfer's come onto the court, it's just changed the chemistry out here a little bit and gives Karsta and Carly a chance to kind of figure out any new strategy, any changes they're going to make. And Tori Dilfer has proven that she's great chemistry-wise with the middles. She needs to continue to do that more.
And the really interesting thing here is you have a captain who sits herself. Nice set. Peterson, high hands. No. Dump, yes! Valentine Anderson dumps the ball and avoids the ref stand this time. Leah Edmond, full cheer.
Hi.
Leah, you look healthy out there. You feel like you're in rhythm, feel like you're playing better ball than last year?
Absolutely. I feel great, and I love just being able to be out there knowing that I can swing away to my heart's desires and not feel any pain. So it's really, really great.
And swing away, you have been doing 11 kills so far in this match. What's been the biggest difference in this third set? You guys have been able to create a lot of separation.
I think it's focusing for longer periods of time. I think that's something that we struggled with in the beginning, was like we start out so great, and then in the middle we lose complete focus, and then we would finish it out at the end. It was kind of too late at that point.
Speaking of focus, what was on the lesson plan that you left behind this year?
Well, I have preschool this year, so we're just trying to get into a routine. So that can apply to volleyball too, just having a routine. But yeah.
Leah, how much is it on your minds as a player? You know, this is such an unusual format.
Oh, hold on, I gotta go.
Okay, go for it.
Gone right to the front row.
Yeah.
With
you know
that
what I
side
wanted
out.
to know is,
yeah.
like, how much is the draft on players' minds? You know, it's
Now?
about 12 hours away. Like, are you
No.
trying to increase your draft status and be really valuable and prove your value? I mean, it's obviously so important for them to play their best at all times, but it's crazy. Like, this is the last time they'll play with this group, and it's a
Yeah.
fresh group tomorrow.
Never played in this format, obviously, since it was just created last year, but sort of a caveman volleyball player. Not a lot of thinking going on.
Go out, hit ball hard.
Yes. Me strike ball very hard. If you block, me strike harder. That's pretty much it.
That's it. It's a simple game.
A delectable result right now for Team McClendon, 13-4.
All right, so your Team Lowe.
Yes.
What do? You've got your captain back on the court. Karsta Lowe is subbed back in the back row. Carly Lloyd in the front row. Starts with a pass. And then Carly's got to try to establish the middle a little bit more. Aries Drew back in the game. See if they can get that chemistry going.
Overpass. You said it started there. It ends there. Completely on their heels, Team Lowe.
This time, if you don't get a good pass, I think Carly Lloyd goes to her bread and butter. Karsta Lowe out of the back row. On a good pass, try to run the middle.
And there's that split offense we saw back on Wednesday night a lot with Aerie on that right-hand side, one-time long state player.
So this time they get the good pass, and you see Carly can go out to the outside to Peterson or back behind the setter to Zhu. Splits that block.
Beautiful pass from McClendon, and it pays off. Edmond. Whew. That is looking like the form that took her to be an all-college performer, an All-American at Kentucky.
Gets her 12th kill by going hard off the hands and just tooling Karsta Lowe on the outside, going for that line shot.
Yeah, and Natalia Valentin Anderson's been running a nice offense over there as well. Choices and location. There's that middle, so you're kind of getting what you want.
Yeah, absolutely, and you can tell that Zhu is obviously feeling better. That right thumb heavily taped after injuring it in the first match. Didn't play a lot earlier in this match. Rachel Farah came in and did a very good job.
Yeah, now actually Farah staying and Zhu coming in. So they're rotating those middles around position-wise for Team Lowe.
For Sebelden.
Back row, McClendon, and that back row has been good tonight for Team McClendon.
And that's been the key to their transition offense. I mean, every time you can get a dig and keep the rally alive and either terminate a kill or force your opponent to make a mistake, you're going to be winning the match.
Lee Edmond leading Team McClendon with 14 kills, hitting 400. That's outrageous. Deja McClendon chipping in with 6. Her best hitting performance to date. Noma, did she get enough? Deja all the way to the barrier. Outside. Stalls her. Good night.
Right now, if you're Team Lowe, you're thinking point by point. That's really, I mean, we've talked about this format so much, and that every point matters.
Oh, they're starting to feel it on the Team McClendon side. That looked really confident from the pass off a tough serve all the way to that swing.
Yeah, their efficiency offensively in this third set has just been off the charts. So smart with their swings, really tooling the low block.
As a team, they're hitting north of 330.
Yeah, very impressive considering, I mean, you want that number for sure from your middles, but if you're getting that from everybody, you are crushing it.
Cass with a dig. How about the kill? Tip into the middle, Benson under it.
Got a full stack of pancakes tonight, Kevin.
Getting hungry with all this talk. Morgan, crossbody, winner, 18-7.
Oh, jeez. It's like watching the NFL on the end zone celebration.
Nikki Withers back to life. Noma right hand. There's just no floor available on the purple side at all. Karsta. Yes, finally. Team McClendon putting together an extremely frustrating performance for Team Lowe.
And right now, the open area of the service court is right here. Area 4, you want to go short.
Farrow with the transition kill, sneaking it inside the block. 18-9. Drews, pretty short, compact, powerful approach.
Yeah, not a lot of wasted motion, very explosive. So important as a volleyball hitter on your approach. You're going out like a long jump, but then you need to gather all that energy and go straight up with it. And Danny Drews does an excellent job with that.
This is game 1 of 2 as we wrap up a weekend of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. The action will continue on Bally Sports, 10 p.m. Eastern. Please tune in. We'll have Team Cruz versus Team Dela Cruz. Team Dela Cruz trying to go 3-0 on the weekend.
What's the over-under on how many times I messed that up?
4. Bet at home. What a set again. And Deja covers herself for the kill.
You know, life is good when plays like that are falling, and it's been that way all set for Team McClendon.
I thought we were going to resuscitate Nikki Withers again after this one.
Watch this ping pong play, just a heads-up athletic play by Deja McClendon, trying to tool the block, but nope, I'll just keep the ball alive and get the free ball cover kill. Why not? I mean, that's 8 points right there.
Free ball cover kill.
Have we given her a kill?
Yeah.
Is that in the stat category?
Yeah,
free ball cover kill.
Exactly. Oh, man, another dig. This gets so frustrating if you're Team Lowe. Absolutely infuriating. 21-9. And that is it right there. That is the overall victory at 21-9 now.
You saw Lowe just get those 5 points added off the kill from before.
So I take it back. They're going for the overall victory right now. You had 4 points in the event that you could run off enough straight. Taylor Morgan with more defense. Here it is. Good night. Goodbye. 60 points. Hello. This one is going to hurt for Team Lowe. It'll be our first sweep of the season. Rosenthal pouring it on. 23-9. Do they keep him in single digits?
You heard Carstello say, I learned last season I don't like losing. She's doing everything she can to keep her team involved. A huge swing out of the back row.
Need an 11-1 run. Stalls are the line. Good tough serve. Instead it's a perfect pass, and now they're getting creative.
How about that? Drew's out of the middle. That's something we haven't seen all week long from Team McClendon.
A little X play there. The naked 2, 24-10. Set point for the sweep. One more time.
Right now, I think you serve Deja McClendon. Left back right now. Give yourself, if you're Team Lowe, the best chance of getting a good block.
Captain puts it away for the victory. Break out the brooms, Team McClendon. You're all moving up the leaderboard. (25-11) in the third. A clean 180 points for Team McClendon. We will put a bow on it for you next and hear from the winners. Time for the Geico defensive plays of the match. In this case, multiple pancakes. It's a full stack.
Absolute full stack, and you can see just how important it's that last-ditch effort when it's all you've got. We saw a couple from Carly Lloyd tonight. There's one, there's two to make the full stack, and I don't think I've ever seen so many pancake digs in one match. It is definitely worth the Geico defensive play of the match.
Jenna Rosenthal getting interviewed in the stadium, 76-58. What was it like to be on the floor with Danny Drews? Let's take you inside the game right now.
I'm back. Too tight. Not over. My bad. We're in one. Just stay where you are. I think it might have been out. Was it out, you think? It looked like it might drop, but yeah, it might have been out. Okay.
That was into the action with guaranteed rate. Now we have Danny Drews in the chair. Chad, Danny, congratulations on the victory and a fine individual performance. Why did tonight go even better than the last couple nights?
Thank you. Honestly, I think just the more time that we got to play together as a team, I think, especially that last set, it really just showed like we were starting to get in rhythm with each other, starting to gel. And yeah, everything just flowed for us, especially in that last set. It was so much fun, and I think we were all just so present and in the moment.
Yeah, that last set looked like a blast. It was one of those sets where volleyball players love because it just seemed like nothing could go wrong and you guys were trying everything.
Yes, exactly. And I think that's sometimes how it goes. Like, balls just tag the line in, or like anything you touch is somehow a kill. You know, like it just happens sometimes in volleyball, and that was definitely one of those matches.
You took
a
lot
of those sets for all of us.
You took a lot of the swings out of the middle back in this match. Was that an area of focus coming in?
Yeah, I mean, I talked to my setter during this week of practice and stuff, just like that's one of my hits, I guess, that I feel most comfortable with, and it's a strength I have. So we were talking about, yeah, just working that into the game. Like, let's go at them with our strengths.
And Danny, how helpful is it to see your middle blockers got so involved? They combined for 15 kills. How does that help your game?
Oh my gosh, it opens everything up for all of us, right? I mean, no one can camp on either pin, because I know Leah opens things up too, because she's just like a monster hitter as well. So yeah, it gives us all opportunities to score from all over the court, which is great.
Your mom, Mickey, is in stadium. You said she's your #1 fan. Does she give you advice, or you get like a match breakdown afterwards?
Basically, most of the advice I get is like, hey, you should have hit that. Get your feet to the ball and hit that. Like, make every set a good set. And I like it. She's hard on me, but I appreciate it. It helps me.
And Danny, week 1 in the books for you. You were the #1 draft pick, and now it's looking like there's a good chance that you will be a captain, #1 on the current leaderboard right now. So now that you've only got 1 week out of the books, you're a rookie, but what have you learned that can help you on draft day tomorrow?
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, I'm learning every single time I'm in the gym with these players. Every time I step onto the court, everyone around me is giving me so much feedback and information that is, I think, helping me grow my game, because I'm lucky to be surrounded by such seasoned and talented players. So, I don't know. I mean, going into draft day, I'm definitely probably going to need some help with whatever coach I get paired up with, just because there's so many good players here to choose from.
I know Heather was wondering in the middle of the match, how much are you thinking about the positive, the negative actions, or the upcoming draft possibilities, or your stock values? Any of that entering your mind, or are you staying just volleyball?
Honestly, the only time it enters my mind is when I'm serving. I'm like, don't miss it. It's like -12 or something. Like,
yeah, it's
don't
a
miss my
huge
serve.
penalty, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's the one area that I like keeps getting into my mind. So I need to just shut that down and just go at it, because I know how to serve. I've been doing it for a long time, you know.
How about the social aspect of Athletes Unlimited? I know you kind of flew in here at the end. You've got it integrated to the system. How much have you been able to spend time with people away from volleyball?
Yeah, honestly, so we're all staying in the same place, and so it's been amazing. Like, the friends I'm making just driving together to practice or coming back and going to have dinner. It's such a cool group of women. Everyone is so friendly, so welcoming, and I feel like these are a lot of people I'm going to stay in contact with long after this is over.
Well, congratulations on a quick start to your career, and no surprise, given your career at Utah, it's gone well.
Thank you so much.
Congrats, Danny.
Thank you.
All right, Danny Drews and Team McClendon come up with the absolute sweep, and this has changed the picture at the top.
Absolutely. Danny Drews moving into first, and no surprise, we've got 3 people from Team McClendon in that top 5. Things could change with the match that we have coming up next, but right now, it's certainly showing how much it pays off to win those matches and get those extra team win points.
Yeah, so a nice performance is over 300 points, so Danny Drew's looking pretty safe. We'll see what Bethania can do. Let's head down to Key, who has Deja McClendon, the captain.
Hi guys, I've got Deja here. I'm so happy for you. You guys, everyone knows what a great volleyball player you are, but I just keep harping on about what a good human you are, and this just makes me happy to see you get the first sweep of the season.
Oh my gosh, I feel like we really fought for that one. We started off kind of really struggling to find our place and got better with every game, and that's what we wanted to do at the end.
And what did you say when I saw you talking to the team, like you got in a huddle right after it happened? What did you tell them?
Oh, I came into being a captain really anxious and not really with a lot of confidence. And I feel like this team, this group of girls really made me love it. And I was just, it's one of those feelings of like, why you play volleyball? And I'm just, I'm so stoked.
I feel like you're going to tear up and you're going to make me tear up, because these are the moments where I'm like, do I miss it? I don't know, but I'm just so happy that you're here and that all these girls are enjoying it. And good luck.
Thank you.
For the next one. I can't wait to see you out on the court again. Oh, we got one more question.
Oh, okay.
And it is, do you already have a name for the purple squad? What was the purple squad name?
This was the Perp Squad.
The Perp
Squad.
Okay, so if you go in and you have purple again next week, you're going to have to think of something else.
I got to take my time and really feel the essence of the team first.
Oh, yeah, it's the energy.
It's the energy of the team.
Oh, I like that. I love that. Just feel out the energy before you make any commitments. All right, awesome. Well, thank you so much. I love you, girls. Good job. Back to you guys.
Bye, guys.
Key's right arm is going to be in shape enough if she wants to come back. That thing is strong. Just one giant right shoulder.
We'll have to have her like a face-off between she and Carly's right shoulder.
Deja McClendon's right shoulder was hot tonight. Her best performance of the season thus far.
I think she got better every single match of the week. And I think a lot of it has to do with what she was talking about, the pressure and the uncertainty of being a captain. But 8 kills tonight. 8 digs, just an all-around player, and also showing that leadership and just bringing her team together and feeding off the momentum and the energy. I think that's a huge part of why Team McClendon had so much success.
Yeah, you discover what the demands really are when you enter that captain's chair from the beginning of the week to the end. It has ended in success and a sweep for Team McClendon. How will it end for Team Dela Cruz? Will they go 3-0? Or will Team Cruz get their first win of this weekend? They would hate to go 0-3. That'll be at 10 p.m. Eastern. That's 7 p.m. Pacific. We will have that match coming up. Everybody down on the floor getting ready. There's Captain Ari Cruz. Aaron Fairs rolling, getting ready. That whole pre-match routine, so important. So we'll have Cruz and Dela Cruz. Lauren Stiverins, who was in second place coming into tonight, the rookie middle blocker, can she continue her hot hand? She's been blocking and serving aces, along with her starting setter right there, Val Nickel, next to her, and the beach player, Fallon Funoi Moana, who has been a pleasant surprise. So many storylines to follow, so much volleyball yet to be enjoyed here on a Saturday night. You want to stick with us from Fair Park Coliseum in Dallas, Texas, the home of Athletes Unlimited Volleyball. For Heather Cox, Key Michael, and our entire Athletes Unlimited crew, this is Kevin Barnett saying only goodbye for now. Team McClendon 76-58. We'll see you for Game 2 tonight on Bally Sports, 10 p.m. Eastern. Come on back.